Beachside. I am Miss Nizialek, and I teach 3rd grade. I am going to be reading you Chapter 18 of our One School, One Book, Fenway and Hattie. Chapter 18 is called The Wicked Floor. How could things get any worse? Hattie's in trouble. An evil squirrel is trying to keep me from saving her, and the wicked floor is in my way. I can't let it stop me. I won't. Hey, wait a minute. What am I thinking? I can go the other way. I'm coming, Hattie, I bark. In a flash, I'm halfway down the hallway. I'm almost there, but then I meet another obstacle. The gate. It's blocking my way to the door. I can't get through, but I can't give up. There's too much at stake. Before I can talk myself out of it, I race back toward the eating place. There's only one thing to do. I muster every ounce of courage I have. I dig in my claws and crawl inside the doorway, fighting to keep my balance. I'm warning you for the last time, squirrel, I bark. Go away or face the consequences. The evil squirrel turns toward me and freezes. He gives a slight shh. Is he scared or about to make his move? There's no time to take chances. I must strike first. I take a couple of stumbling steps. I'm scrambling. I'm slipping. I'm going down. But no, I must save Hattie. I keep racing ahead. Nothing can get in my way. I'm hurtling toward the evil squirrel. My paws slip and slip, but I pull myself up. Hold on, Hattie, I bark. When I get close, I bear down on my front paws. I lunge at the evil squirrel. Prepare for certain doom. Obviously frightened, he gasps. My cue to pounce. I paw the evil squirrel's lumpy, bumpy fur, which does not feel very furry. He holds out an arm. That's his defense. I throw myself at him again, nipping, pulling, tugging, until he is scared right out of his skin. Literally, as the evil squirrel shrieks in horror, the lumpy, bumpy covering slides off his body, which smells awfully familiar, like mint and vanilla, and a bit of that choky spray? Hattie? Is my nose deceiving me? I back off. I cock my head and glance up into the wonderful dark eyes that I know anywhere. It is Hattie. Fenway, she says, sit. My gaze locks to hers as if pulled by an invisible leash. I sink onto my bum, my tail thumping the cool, thick floor. Good boy, Hattie squeals. She drops to her knees, squeezing me and patting my head. I slobber her nose and her eyes and her chin. Hooray, hooray! My Hattie came back, and she's not a squirrel anymore. And best of all, she's loving me again. Hattie rubs my belly, laughing and showering me with kisses. It's a deliciously happy moment, and I hope will never end. She misses me so much, she can hardly do enough to show it. And wowee, the love and appreciation sure feel great. I missed you too, I bark. I'm nuzzling Hattie's wet hair. Where's her cap and bushy tail? When my ears perk. Whooshing, howling noises are coming from outside. Suddenly, I remember the gigantic squirrels. I race over to the sliding door. I peer out. But there's only blackness and pounding rain. In the few flashes of light, all I see is an empty dog park and the giant trees' leaves rippling and blowing in the wind. Those evil squirrels are gone. Clearly, they were petrified. And don't even think about coming back, I bark in triumph. When I rush back into the eating place, it's bathed in bright light. Food lady's rubbing her eyes, and fetch man's wearing his glasses. They look like they just woke up. Hattie, food lady says in a voice that sounds glad, but mostly relieved. Honestly, you'd think discovering that Hattie has returned would cause for a full-blown celebration. Fetchman says, Fenway! He sounds surprised. Did he forget about me? Hattie speaks very quickly. She must be explaining to food lady and Fetchman what happened. That she turned into a squirrel and a pack of rival squirrels invaded her house, but a fierce and loyal dog frightened the squirrels away. And in case they couldn't figure out who the hero is, Hattie gestures dramatically toward the middle of the floor where I'm standing, with a huge smile on her face. Gosh, I almost feel embarrassed. Food Lady's eyes bulge. Her eyes fly up to her mouth. Fetchman squats down, grabbing his knees. His face is beaming. Good boy, he says, more surprised than ever. Good job! Food Lady rushes over and gives me a tight squeeze. Fetchman joins in. Hey, it's all in a day's work, I want to say. No squirrel has a chance against me. But then again, I could get used to the love fest. And then, right when I thought things couldn't get any better, a spectacular sight comes into view. My supper dish. It's filled with food. Did I forget to eat it? Food Lady must be reading my mind, because she lets me go at that very moment. I shoot over and start wolfing it down like it's my first meal of my life. And is it ever tasty. Apparently, the humans are just as ecstatic about the food as they were about my heroics. Hattie jumps up excitedly. Fetchman puts his arm on Food Lady's shoulder. They are all standing over me mesmerized. Like they've never seen a dog eat before. And frankly, it's more than a little distracting. Hattie strokes my back. She smells happy and proud. It's the best smell ever. I gaze at my empty bowl, wondering how the food disappeared so fast. And that's when I see something else that makes my tongue start panting. The wicked floor. My bowl is sitting right on it, and so am I. This can only mean one thing. I have trounced my nemesis. I am the winner. And for such a long, long time, the wicked floor ruled the eating place. But not anymore. Its reign is officially over. I flop down and rest my face on its cool surface. I rub my nose on it. Take that, you wicked floor. You may be terrifying and evil and slippery, but you're no match for me. And that is the end of chapter 18.